Baseball season is here. 2019 National League predictions right now. Hey, thanks for being here. Jeff Bates is my name. Dole Whip Dad is this channel. A lot of Disney things, a lot of sports things, some leadership, lots of family. That's what this channel is about. This is about sports. If you're not into sports, I totally understand. If you don't want to hang, baseball season here. Let's play ball. Yesterday's video was my American League predictions for 2019. You want to check that out? I will put it up there. Hit that little button, that icon, see what I think for American League. It's time for the National League. Now, I am a Dodgers fan. I grew up in San Diego. I was born in LA, big family in LA. So I became a Dodgers fan before I knew what it was because grandma was a Dodgers fan. And that ain't going away. It doesn't matter where I live. I'll always be a Dodgers fan. I'll always be a Dodgers fan first. It's good times to be a Dodger fan. We can't seem to win a World Series ring, but, well, we'll get to that here in a little bit. So, I have always liked the National League even more than I liked the American League. Yesterday's American League picks, I posted, I live here in Texas now, near Arlington, Texas, and Fort Worth, Texas, so I do root for the Rangers, but if they were ever in the World Series together, boy, that would be a good week. But I'd root for the Dodgers, and it wouldn't even be close. That said, let's start in the National League West. Who do you think I'm picking? Yeah. Because I'm rooting for them? Yeah. Because they're the best team? Yeah. The Dodgers. 2019. What'll be like their 7th, I think? Don't quote me on that. National League West title in a row. I think they're the class. Now, I am worried about their pitching. Kershaw's already hurt. Hill's already hurt. As I talk, it's a couple days before opening day. I'm concerned. I think Kershaw could win the Cy Young. I do. He's still elite. I also think he could hurt his back and we can never see him again. So I don't know what to do with that. That said, we're fine. We are fine. We've got so much pitching. And I'm excited about that. And I think we could have an injury or 2 or 3. You know why I think that? We did last year. I think the depth on the Dodgers is insane. It's one of the most deep teams in the history of baseball. And I like how they've got their lineup. And I think the Dodgers run away with the National League West. The National League Central is a little different. A lot of people are picking the Cubs. A lot of people are picking the Brewers. This person's picking the Cardinals. It's too bad my dad's not around anymore. He was a big Cardinals fan. I'd love to see the Dodgers and the Cardinals battling out. I'm still mad at Ozzie Smith for hitting the home run. I'm still mad at Lasorda for pitching, or Neen Fuhrer for throwing the strike to Jack Clark. Whatever. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you know what I'm talking about, you're an old school Dodger fan. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's okay. It's all right. Stay here anyway. I'm picking the Dodgers to win the West. I'm picking the Cardinals to win the Central. The Brewers are good. The Cubs are good. Cardinals, I think, are better. That is a good team. I really like what they've got going on. I love their bullpen. Oh my gosh. In the East, it's a little harder. People are picking the Braves. I actually saw people picking the Mets. A lot of people are picking the Phillies. I will be picking the Bryce Harper-less Washington Nationals. Why? Max Strasburg and Patrick Corbin. Holy moly. That is a lot of good $1 million arms. I think that starting staff, if they stay healthy, ensures that they win the East. I actually think they could run away with it. I really like their offense. Soto is great. Robles is great. They're both young. They could both regress. That's okay. They still got Rendon. They're a good team. Trey Turner's going to have a bounce back year. I really like the Nationals. I actually think it would be kind of silly and weird and strange to watch them win the year they lose Bryce. And I think he might get a little hate for that, but I think that's what's going to happen. I think the Nationals win the East, Cardinals in the Central, Dodgers in the West. Who do I think wins the wild card? It's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. A lot of teams I can pick. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the Rockies, mostly because there's some really bad teams in the NL West and they're gonna beat up on them. I really like a couple of their pitchers, actually. Crazy to say about the Rockies, and obviously they've got a great offense. And I will go with the Brewers in the Central. Lots of people are picking the Cubs there and the Phillies there and the Braves there. I don't believe in the Phillies as much as everybody else does. I think the Braves regress a little bit. And I don't think the Cubs are as good as everybody else thinks. So for me, the wild card teams will be the Rockies and the Brewers, Dodgers, Cardinals, Nationals. Now, for the award winners, MVP. It might be a homer pick for me, but I'm going Cody Bellinger, LA. I think he has a big year. I think he's elite defensively at 2 different positions. I think he's got a huge bat. I think he's going to have a big year. I'm really, really excited to see what he does there. My second place choice there is Paul Goldschmidt. A lot of people are picking him for the MVP. I think he's going to have a big year in St. Louis and lead them to the playoffs. But Bellinger and then Goldie for the MVP. Cy Young Award in the National League. Staying with LA. Am I being a homer? Probably. Do I believe this could happen? I do. Do I think it's Clayton? I think it could be. But that's not why I'm picking. Walker Buehler. Dude is a stud. I really loved his year last year. I think he's just going to be stronger this year. I think he's going to have a huge year. My second choice is a Nationals pitcher not named Max. Corbin. I think Patrick Corbin's going to have a big year for the Nationals, and he's my second choice for Cy Young in the National League. Rookie of the Year, it's a little tougher. I wanted to go with Verdugo of the Dodgers. I thought about going with Tatis for the Padres. There's the kid in the Mets is Alonso. I think he might have a really good year. It's just a really tough year to pick the NL Rookie of the Year. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick Robles from the Nationals. And I think there's a couple of reasons why. I think he's going to probably have a good year. And I think the writers are going to want him to win it because Bryce Harper left and they're going to want to say it didn't matter. So I think he has a good year, and if he does, I think that's the way it's going to go. So Bellinger, Buehler, and Robles for the award winners. Dodgers, Cardinals, Nationals. Who do I think goes to the World Series from the National League? I bet you can tell. I think the Dodgers are going to win it. I do. I think they're going to have a great year. I think the West is a horrible team. I think their depth is going to catapult them. I think there's going to be a bunch of players have big years for the Dodgers. I actually think it's going to be a runaway. That's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what you think about my picks, what you have for your picks. Tomorrow I will announce who I think will win the World Series. Thanks for watching. Have the best day ever. If you want to check out the American League predictions, it's up there. Have the best day ever. See ya.